What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Civilization Beyond Earth. In the previous part, we met the African Union, and we saw the agreements that they had for us, and let's see, what do we do again? Yeah, I'm pretty sure we took none of those. Extra combat defense for trait units, that one could actually be pretty good. I remember looking at this in the previous part and thinking it said percentage. Like 8% more defense, which would be terrible, but 8 defense is actually pretty decent. But I'm gonna go ahead and just keep my diplomatic capital for now. We also made our third city, Alamur or something, Alamwir. I don't know how to pronounce that. Nor will I ever. And let's go. We're gonna keep going. So we still probably want to fight Chungsu. I just noticed that. Alright, we don't like that I'm in your territory. Whatever, dude. Science cost for technologies that unlock units reduced by 10%. It's like, yeah, I'll do it. Basically, my plan for now is to be everybody's ally. And yep, that boat is definitely in trouble. But I want to try and be everybody's ally. Oh god, is he gonna make it out alive? Oh no. Oh, that is bad. Alright, let's see. Explorer guy. Where could you go? I think we're basically out of stuff we need to dig up. We're gonna have to go all the way out there. Alright, so I want to try and keep everybody as an ally and then just fight that one guy so that people will forgive me because they're my allies. And hopefully they will hate him. Oh no, this boat is so dead, dude. That is one dead boat. See, I wish that he had an upgrade, but he doesn't because he's already like the max level that he could be. I don't think we got any upgrades for him because we just had to keep healing. That guy fought a hard life, you know, hard fight. He had a hard life, but I think it's time to let him go. There's no way he's gonna get out of this alive. All right, he caught up to me. I don't like that, but let's finish our laboratory at least. And get that sweet extra science. And I'm pretty sure that my friendship with the guy... Oh, it's in jeopardy, yep. I mean, it's, okay, maybe downgrade it. What is... Okay, well, there goes the boat. I mean, he truly gave it his all, but it just wasn't happening. So he liked my, he did not like my outpost. That's the one thing he didn't like. He liked my cultural stuff. And now he hates me. It's basically what's going on. Relationship is now neutral. Not much else I can do. That's all that we have. So we definitely need more, troops to kick his ass. We were making a tide hunter over here, but we decided to make another trade vessel first, because, the one that we had died. Alright, so we should probably... I was looking at a few different options, which was to make more units, also make the Frontier Stadium to get a promotion for units in this city as well, and increase the city defense, which is probably a good idea. Yeah, it's only 3 turns, so I'll do that, and then we're going to make some more troops so we can fight the guy. Currently, we don't have too many. This guy should probably head back home, now that I think about it. And, alright, relationship is busted up. That's not good, but, you know, what are you going to do about it? I don't really have too many options, and yeah, he's probably angry because I bought this tile. Frankly, I did buy it to annoy him, so I'm not super, surprised that he didn't like it. You have discovered Adept Blue. They provide 2 food and 2 science. Yeah, okay, now that's nice and all. Thing is, I don't have any, room for trade routes. I don't even know how I get more. Maybe I have to make more... Maybe I have to, like, get an upgrade for the trade depot or something like that, but thing is, I'm not going to be able to make one right now. So, you know, that's a bummer. Alright, what about you? One thing that I found very strange is that apparently there's no automate work. Oh, here we go. Alright, I take it all back. Take it all back. Let's see what he does. 2 more for the stadium, 1 more for the trade vessel, which should get us a lot more... something. We're just gonna look at our options there. We got good energy. Agreement was cancelled. Lena Ebner canceled her agreement with us. Probably not because she's angry, but because of, she probably can't afford it anymore. Alright. Let's go home, buddy. Let's go home. You did a good job. We're all proud of you. Trade vessel. So we could trade with our new little outpost, but what's the point? I do think we should probably trade... Ooh. If we trade with Banu Musa again, we get 15 signs per turn. Yeah, I can't turn that down. There's no way that I can ever turn that down. That's just a pretty crazy amount of science. And then we will finish the Tide Hunter that we started. Although I do think we should probably get a Marine to actually fully take the city. Although I'm not sure how that works. Alright, they respect me a little bit because I have a lot of energy. That's good. Alright, keep going. You go home. Alright, and now he respects me again because apparently I have more culture than he does. Even though I don't focus on culture whatsoever. I don't get that. What was this red little thing? Sanctioned. Oh, they're sanctioned with each other. Alright, that's cool. So if I were to say, hey, you know what, you're sanctioned because you're a douchebag, maybe Africa will like me a little bit more. Let's take a look at that and how that works. Okay. Let's go into friendly territory. It's good. You are now amongst friends. Alright, so we made the... what's it called? The Frontier Stadium. And with that out of the way, I think we should really get some more troops. So we'll start with another one of these boats. We lost one, obviously. Let's make sure we get a new one. It'll take a little while, but it is worth it. They're pretty good, especially with the upgrade that they now get. I mean, that should be good. I also do want to get the agreement with Samatar Jamabar. Interesting name. International trade routes that yield strategic resources yield one more. Don't have any. I like the one that gives me combat defense for my trade units. I will take it. Goodbye. So I'm only paying 3 diplomacy. Yeah, he doesn't like that. You should cease meddling in intercolonial affairs. Well, I don't know what to tell you, buddy. His respect has reached a new low. He's probably gonna try to murder me soon. And then, yeah, we're gonna get a water refinery as soon as we can, because that is a lot of extra production. And probably a petrochemical plant in Deep Keep. Alright, there you go. Quest decision. The excess construction material and requisite temporary structures used in the construction of the new recycler. Blah, blah, blah. Candidates for recycling. We've received various requests for the resulting materials and need to establish precedents. Okay, so workers want to use them for operations. Worker speed plus 10%. Do I look like I care? I'll take the food. That is easy. Plus 10% work speed. You gotta be kidding me. Most things take like six turns, so we'd be saving like 0.6 turn if we pick the other one. That doesn't make sense. Biochemistry is done. Sweet. New research. We can now pick. So I definitely want more Supremacy so that we can get more upgrades and make our units stronger, because we are looking at a war pretty soon, I think, at a nice little war. So I'm gonna go ahead and just grab robotics, yeah. I mean, I also want to be able to make a Phyrexite mine, obviously, and then also we get more Supremacy stuff. We get tech jets, auto plants are quite good. Manufactories, probably not the best, but we can make them. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab robotics right away. And then let's see, this city should probably make me... I was thinking of getting a spy agency just to get some spies out there. Or is that dumb? I want spies. At the same time, we need to make more units. No, see, okay, let's just get this out of the way, get my spies, and we'll just do that. Alright, so Tide Hunter, go. Alright, this guy's fully healed. So right now we have 4 boats, and that's pretty much it. Only one of them is a melee boat. So we've got a second melee boat on the way. I'm honestly not sure what to make. Maybe like 4 ranged boats and like 3 melee ones should do the job. I honestly don't know. Alright, let's see. News from the capital. Activists calling themselves a private militia have made a citizen's arrest. The criminal in question, a professional biologist by the name of Pierre Petrillo. To the activists, a rogue researcher tampering with a dangerous foreign substance. His story, a simple scientist experimenting with miasma in the privacy of his own residence. Okay. So we basically have to choose, do we apprehend him or do we free him? Seeing as we are going for supremacy most of all, I will apprehend the guy. There we go. Apprehend him, free him. The private militia group, now calling themselves the Beating Heart Society, has apprehended an electrical engineer working in the heart of the capital. The woman was researching a technology to let human skin photosynthesize daylight as a secondary energy source. Doing so, however, would require adding a sea of nanobots to the host's bloodstream. The society claims that blood infected with these machines could wreak havoc on an unsuspecting population were it to be transmitted, which may have been the inventor's entire intention. They proudly presented their captured criminal to authorities earlier today. So we're going to go ahead and free her because we are Supremacy. Please just give me my stuff. I really want stronger units just to take this guy out. Let's see, armor. Alright, so some of the units I'd really like to upgrade is the cutter. Apparently someone is fighting someone. It's probably... Okay, what is the end goal of devoting so many resources to scientific research? She still respects me because of that. I don't really follow. She canceled Student 8. Pending diplomatic transmission. Alright, so you'll give me 9 per turn. That is good because I don't have too much of it. And then also I have no beef whatsoever with Falah, so I am totally fine with having a good relationship with them. Let's take a look at Lena, though. She's now at 8 respect. Let's be allied. Why don't we ally up, dude? Let's do this. Yes, we are now allied, meaning that any agreement that I have with her, such as this one, will now give me 10 diplomatic capital instead of 6. Meaning that we're now earning a bit more. We're allied. It's good. So we're forming an alliance pledging mutual economic support, military defense. So I'm honestly pretty curious to see if an alliance in Beyond Earth is any different from alliances in Civ. Even though you don't really have alliances, all you can really do is get a declaration of friendship. Oh god, hello. Welcome to our planet. Understood. Let's take a look at the agreements we can get with this guy. Cities and outposts recover 10 more damage each turn. We get extra culture from strategic resources. That's not really that good. Trait root population threshold is reduced. I don't know what that means. Does that mean that you get more trait roots per bunch of population? Oh, okay. The next slot will unlock when the city's population reaches 10. So we could get that agreement with him and get another trait root out of that, which would actually be pretty good. But I'm getting 18 per turn. Okay. 1 for the trade route slot in your capital while it contains a trade depot is basically the same thing, I think. For us, at least. I know that's a different thing, but... Alright, so do we want the threshold thing or the free trade route slot? I think I'll just go with this one for now and then maybe switch up later. Hey man, you want to do this? Oh yeah. Sweet. So now we can get another trade vessel. It'll take 5 turns, so I'll do it after the spy agency. And alright, get me the... Oh, we got some culture from the derelict settlement over here. There's probably more of them out there that we can explore a little bit. Okay, Falah, yep, I know. Expedition completed. We get another production. Alright, why don't we set up a... Let's see, a gunner, a marine. Xeno Siren attracts nearby alien units to the affected area. That could be pretty good to annoy the guy. Cutter. I don't really know if we need a marine. We should be able to just use a cutter and just take the city with that. So I'll just make one more. So that we may, fight a good war against this douchebag. Australia is sending a bunch of units over here. I'm not sure what their end game is there, but I guess we'll find out. Alright, so I get 9 per turn. I'll take it. Lots of nice little agreements. I'm pretty sure that I had a policy or a personality trait. Yep, I get extra health for every agreement that I initiate. So I have a lot right now. I get, 8 health from diplomacy, meaning that I'm probably doing a pretty alright job with that. Let's buy this tile. Let's really, really annoy the heck out of this guy and just show up on his borders unannounced. Sweet. And let's see. Yeah, we're working, I think we're working the proper tiles right now. So that's good. I'm not sure what these units are doing here. He's got a marine here now. I don't know if marines are any good in the water. I also don't know why my raptor bug still can't embark. I don't even know if I can ever upgrade this guy. Although I would love to find out. Let's see, marine, marine, marine. There you are. Alright, so you need, okay. Cutter. Yeah, we need about 6 supremacy to get our next upgrade, and that upgrade would make him a whole lot stronger. Cruiser needs 7. That's quite a lot, really. Tide Hunter, maybe? 8. I guess we're just gonna have to fight a war. You keep pumping out the hits, I'll manage the rest. Alright, he likes my culture. I only have 11 culture. It's not that much at all. I haven't focused on it whatsoever. And for some reason, people just keep saying that it's great. Honestly, I don't see it. But if they're willing to give me stuff, then, you know, sure. Quest decision. Alright, the lead scientist at our newly constructed laboratory is reporting a lack of cooperation from her colony's explorers. She requests that the government require that explorers comply with her requests for field data. A representative of the explorers has filed a counter-complaint detailing what they see as a request for useless samples for experimentation in the laboratory. They demand the right to choose which errands they run. Alright, so we can get Explorer units gain 1 extra module. Thing is, we already have 2, and you know, that's fine with me. I'm gonna go with the extra science here. Just makes more sense to me. And then also there is some really easy ways to get a lot of expeditions anyway. I'm just not sure which one it was, though. Maybe it was a virtue that... There was one crazy virtue which allowed you to make a lot of different, expeditions. I'm just not sure which one that was. Here we go. Pathfinder. So we can just grab that one and then, you know, we'll be fine. Alright, keep an eye on everything, little raptor bug. Let's see, I'm just hoping that we get some supremacy soon. And also, I really want more tech, which will allow me to make great units. All I see is a marine, a gunner, and a second marine. Aside from that, I have absolutely no clue. Oh, hello, resource pod discovered. But yeah, aside from that, I have no clue whatsoever as to what units this guy has. Alright, our city is done. We got a 3rd city now. So our first step should be... I'm thinking either clinic or old Earth relic. Yeah, I'll just start with an old Earth relic. Just get more culture, get some diplomatic capital. It's all good. Alright, agreement was cancelled. Declare war. Oh god. Alright, so Chungsu is now at war with the African Union. Interesting, because this is not at all what I was expecting. Let's take a closer look. I want to see what kind of units he sends out there and how many he has. Because if it isn't that much, then I'll actually jump in and act like I'm, you know, helping the African Union. Hello. Your improvement activity. He loves it. He's giving me respect. Alright, so he's probably going to be fighting, I'm guessing over here maybe. Alright, Pioneering Spirit. Oh god, this could be bad. Let's just grab that resource pot and get the heck out of here. What's up, Chungsu? Alright, so he's got one cutter, gunner, marine, gunner. Honestly, it doesn't seem like he has too many. This guy's invisible right now, which is great. Alright, just chill. There you go. Alrighty. Alright, cutter, he's got a marine. He obviously is a little afraid that I'm gonna attack him. Which is completely reasonable, because I will. Everybody is giving me lots of respect, which is great. I am just really looking forward to this guy dying. Alright, he's respecting me for my culture. But if he does fight Africa and he is successful... Alright, quest complete. What are you? We get 70 energy. Okay, my military unit's veterancy is probably not good enough for him for whatever reason. I mean, we got some veterancies here and there. I don't get your point, dude. Quest complete. We found a portable reactor. Okay, so we got our spy agency, which is great. We can now choose a... What was it called? National Security Project, so we can get plus 2% health, a little bit of production, a little bit of city strength. I think I'm just going to go and increase the chance of operation success. And I'm going to assign, let's start with Evie. Send you to Zhongsang. Assign. And I'm going to send Arthur. I'm going to have you at Deep Castle HQ. Oh, hello. I got 5 per turn. I'll take it. We're allied. I'm just gonna say yes to most things. Silo Nursery Network. I'm seeing a lot of options here. You know what? I'm gonna get one more cruiser, and then I think we're basically done and ready for war. In the capital, I'm gonna set up... Well, the Faraday Gyre, again... We are spending a lot of building maintenance, that's true. And it's probably only gonna go up throughout the game because everything will cost me maintenance. And we get a lot of capital. Just, I'm not too sure about it. Alright, get one more Tide Hunter. Then we're ready for this war. We're gonna get this guy. We're gonna get this bully. Even though, you know, it was totally my fault that I settled right next to him. But you know, what are you gonna do about it? Alright, Explorer guy. Probably get to safety a little bit, please. Cutter, you're good. Alright, let's check this out. Tide Hunter can attack stuff on land, which is great. So that alien is completely dead. Okay, sweet. Okay. Let's see. Stop working that. Actually, that is a lot of... That's like 6 energy that we're getting from this one tile. We gotta work that. We don't really have too many terrible tiles. Okay. Well, I guess we're good for now. Worker, automate yourself. Do whatever you want. I really don't care too much. Oh, here we go. Old Earth Relic is about to be done. And for some... I don't know how he does it, but Chungsu has way more points than I do. I know that's not his real name. It's What was your name again? Yeah, Han J Moon. Alright, what are you doing here? What's up with this little colonist you got here, buddy? Are you planning anything? Alright, he's got a gunner in the water. I'm seeing 3 units right now. The units he had back here seem to have retreated. Alright, so in our newest city, we are going to set up a I feel like a clinic is just sort of a good building. Just get some nice... Oh, recycler for food. Yeah, let's start with a recycler, get some good production, get a little bit of extra food as well. And they're working... Oh my god, what? That is just absolutely insane. Look at that production they're getting. Holy crap. 6 production from 1 tile is very impressive. Sadly, we can't work this one, or we would have to move this city. I would love to work this titanium as well. Oh, relationship is in jeopardy. How could it be downgraded? Does that mean we're gonna go to war, or what? Hey, listen here, you douchebag. Oh, it's very low. He is not into it. Alright, project activate it. Aliens have been detected near my city. What in the world is that thing? A kraken. Get the hell out of here, thing. Let's see. So we're looking for something to dig up. Maybe a resource pod would be fine as well. Just basically anything I'll take. Alright. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it here for now. I hope you guys enjoyed. In the next part, we will finish our robotics research, get to Supremacy number level 4, and probably declare war on this douchebag, because we've got 2 more units on the way. I think we should be ready by that point, so we're going to try to take his capital from him, and perhaps even more. I guess we'll find out. I hope you guys enjoyed. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later.